can't hold on. You got to let go if you wanna be free. And everybody knows it, the secret that we're holding. You got to let go if you wanna be free. You got to let go if you wanna be free.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our live stream. We're just getting going. Today, we're going to cover using AI for your meta ads. So if you're an entrepreneur or you work in marketing, or maybe you're on your own agency or consultancy, and you do meta ads related workflows for yourself or your customers, this stream hopefully has some great actionable insights for you to immediately apply to your work. So you should be able to do things like find best performing ads from across your sector or competitors and quickly analyze their working formula. Keep an eye on your competitors' ads over time. Analyze your own campaign and ad performance and generate insights, and then do pretty in-depth research tasks that would be pretty much impossible to do with humans to find hooks and angles for your audience and niche for new ad campaigns. So without further ado, let's kick things off. So I am just going to give you a little bit of preamble. Not much though. So meta ads, automation. Who am I? My name is Siamak. I'm the co-founder and CEO at Sprites AI. Our mission at Sprites is to just help entrepreneurs grow their businesses with AI. So we're building an AI that will help you get users for your business. Just building a business, whether you're a service business or product business, that's hard enough, and that's the kind of unique part about you and what you bring to the world. The kind of nitty-gritty work of getting people to come and actually get value from your product or service, that takes a lot of time, is very difficult, and it's really just a matter of doing some formulaic work. It's not really like, there's not a lot of insight there, right? It's just a lot of like arcane knowledge, a lot of gated knowledge. So what if AI could do all of that for you is what the mission at Sprites is. I'm a second-time founder, been through YC with Sprites. I've raised over $5 million in venture capital for my businesses, and in the growth space, I've done projects that have garnered over like 5 million views across like different channels and garnered over 1 million users. So let's get right into it. So we're going to start with some simple AI automations that will just find ads from our competitors and basically hopefully unlock some insights for us. So that's where we're going to start. Let's see. I'm just going to make sure we're looking and sounding good, no complaints, and cool. All right, let's keep going. So yeah, let's find out if our competitors are running ads, and then if they are, let's pull the best performing ads that they have and figure out what are their hooks and call to actions. And that should save us a lot of time. Like, instead of just coming up with any idea and, iterating, A/B testing until we even get the very first kind of set of results, we can kind of shortcut that. Like, right, let's just use winning formulas from our competitors or people in an adjacent space. So with Sprites, it's pretty easy to get things done. All you have to do is be able to just say what you want to achieve to the AI. Really, it's that easy. So the main interface, you interact with Sprites, you can go to the homepage, and there is a text box that asks you, hey, what do you want to get done today? Or after you sign up, you'll have your dashboard, which kind of like has the same experience, right? So you can say something like, basically, I want to find out if my competitor is currently running meta ads, and if they are, see all their ads. So you can say something like this, and then Sprites will get to work. So you see this kind of one animation. That means it's thinking, it's working, and it'll plan out how to achieve that task for you and then get to work. So in the interest of time, I will skip to a thread that basically had our AI like actually execute that task. We know it's there's like so much hype and promise in the AI world. It's sometimes hard to trust the results. It's like, hey, where did you get that data? Is this valid? Are you hallucinating this? So Sprites is nice and transparent about kind of like what it's doing behind the scenes to achieve that task for you. So hopefully by the time you use Sprites a few times, you have that implicit trust, so you don't need to see this view. But it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see it because it builds trust in the process. But it's also kind of interesting to see that it follows a very similar process to like an intuitive workflow that I would be doing. So if I wanted to see if some competitor of mine is running ads, I would probably use Google search. If you've been in growth or marketing for a while, you probably know about tools like the Meta Ads library, where you can just like search different Facebook pages and see if there's ads associated with them. It's a cumbersome UI. Companies will have like many pages across their like different regions or languages. So it's kind of good for a spot check. However, if you want to do any serious like analysis task, you'll have to like scrape these one by one and then like, you know, either intuitively come to some like conclusion about what are the ads. There's no easy way to pull data about what's working, what's not working, etc. So let the AI do that for you. So it's going to go and fetch all the ads for a given company in the US market. Like you can ask for it to go international, but you know, it's figured out by default. That's maybe what you're interested in. Then using an AI, basically a processor, it's going to look at those ads and identify basically how long that ad's been running, extract key fields, and kind of like filter out only the data that you would be interested in as someone who basically wants to do some analysis or research task. There's going to be a lot of stuff there that's not really relevant. So we're going to like clean that out, pull the useful stuff, and present it all to you in like one clean spreadsheet. So basically, instead of click see inside, download image, click see inside, download image, instead, what I get at the end of it is a very clean CSV. So once I have my workflow, I said like, hey, find all Duolingo ads. So this is how I arrived at my results, and it goes ahead and runs the workflow. We get a step-by-step update. You can see how long each individual task takes. So 3 minutes to analyze the ads, and then about a minute to put it all into a spreadsheet for you. So in about 4 minutes altogether, we get a task that would have taken us like probably hours, right? To like pull every single ad that Duolingo is running in the world just into a spreadsheet to then start our analysis task. Like this is just pulling data to even begin analyzing, right? So it would have taken us hours of manual work to get there. Now, in about 4 minutes, we get a spreadsheet with every single ad running by Duolingo with all the key data in that spreadsheet. Of course, I can ask for different things. See, it pulls the body text, the CTA, the URL link, the CTA type, the like count, and so on and so on. I could have also asked for different data or to omit, like, I don't care about the page ID, just like, you know, don't include the page ID. Once a task is completed, now this data is available to me as raw data. And if I want to take over and do the analysis task from here, very easy. I just download the CSV. I can open it myself in Excel or Google Sheets or what have you, and do my analysis there, or sync it to my like global ads, you know, master sheet. But Sprites is also now aware of these results, so I can ask for insights. I can ask for analysis that I would have performed, right? Or like taken my CSV into ChatGPT and like whatever, done it there. I can just talk to this like marketing agent that is context aware about what ads are and what works and what doesn't work, what data matters. So you can see the workflow pulled 51 active meta ads for Duolingo for me. And just to spot check, this is the official Meta ads library that for ad transparency, they're legally obligated to provide. I'm sure they hate to provide this data, but they're legally obligated. So we can see Duolingo is running 51 ads actively. And it has pulled exactly 51 ads for Duolingo for us to check out. So it's giving me the spreadsheet. But then I can go ahead and say something like, analyze the ads and let me know what's the most consistently used or commonly used CTA, right? I want to make an ad for my own app and I don't want to do the A/B testing, right? What is it? Is it get now, download now, install now, whatever? Like what's the best CTA I should use? And it's going to go ahead and do the analysis job. And then it's proposing that based on the 51 active ads from Duolingo, of course, if I run this for several companies or like I would have a larger ad set, do a more comprehensive analysis task. But just based on Duolingo's 51 ads, and they're kind of like, crushing it on growth. So I would trust their method. The most common CTA is install now. So 33 out of 51 ads, Sprites lets me know, uses the install now CTA, and about 18 ads have no CTA button. So we can kind of like spot check that. Yeah, checks out, install now, install now, install now. Although I don't know what the ones without CTA would, maybe they're not install ads. Maybe they're another form of conversion. But yeah, we can see they all use the same CTA. So we can trust Duolingo's went ahead and optimized this. So if I was running ads for a consumer app, I'll probably make all my CTAs install now. So ultra focused, one CTA across their entire campaign, 100% focus on driving app downloads, consistent messaging, the ad bodies. So the creatives are of course different. Like you can see the creative assets say various things, but the ad like body is also universally consistently learn a language for free with fun lessons designed to keep you motivated. So I would also probably deploy a similar strategy with my app. Instead of just A/B testing in the body, I'd probably pick my strongest ad so far, or my best attempt at a ad copy and just put it in a body. So very simple, one CTA, one ad body. And you can ask follow-up questions. So it's like you had an analyst go and pull this data and now is like an expert level, basically marketing manager on this topic. What's their longest running ad? It's going to like reference it. So it finds the exact ad that's the longest running. And it's a Google Play Store ad. It's been running for 52 days. So you can be sure like that's a pretty good ad. So let's see which one it is. So this is their like oldest running ad. You can see ad detail, and it's a video ad, and it's been running since June 30th, which is like in the ad world, it's pretty old, right? Every 2 weeks, people do at the minimum cadence of new creative. So this ad must be a winning message. Cool. So that's a quick overview of automating analysis. First of all, scraping, then analysis and in-depth kind of insight gathering on a competitor's ads or a reference company's ads. You want to learn quickly. You want to learn winning strategies and apply it to your own company. This template will save you not just days in terms of doing these tasks, but weeks of A/B testing if you actually start with this strategy, and a lot of money wasted on Facebook ads. So highly recommend this. To make it easier for as many people as possible to use, we have a template on our homepage that is the ad scraper. So you can go ahead and get started with that. You don't need to worry about anything. You will just click on this and get going, and it'll work. Also, if you sign up, templates are down here for you. Just click on company ad scraper in your dashboard, and you don't need to even ask the initial question of like, pull me this company's ads. We will basically load in this workflow into the Sprites' chat context for you to then just you just say the company name at that point and things just fly. Amazing. Let's keep going to our next AI automation for your meta ads, which will help you with performance analysis. So let's say now you've spun up your ad sets and campaigns, and you want to see kind of like, you want to get an executive summary of how things are going across the board. Of course, if you're running ads, you probably live in the meta ads like dashboard daily, and you're checking those numbers. You even have the app. You check your CAC and cost per lead or whatever your KPI is, like stock prices, right? Did it go up or did it go down? But sometimes you kind of need to zoom out and see what's going on. Or maybe you've outsourced this work to an agency or someone on your team and kind of want to see, what's going on. Let's get a kind of a zoomed out view. So with this AI workflow, I'm going to basically analyze all my own campaign data. So this is like much more enriched from what I showed before that we can pull from the meta ads library. This is my own campaigns. So I know how much I spent on them, how much like basically each of the key KPIs for the ad were, what was the reach, what was the engagement, what's like the impression to like ratio, whatever you care about in your like ad campaign and your KPIs. All of it will be available for the AI to pull and talk to. So let's go ahead and check this one out. So again, we start again in Sprites with pretty simple ask in terms of like what I want to accomplish. I ask it, I'm like, hey, I have this CSV of my basically ad data, and I want to analyze it, and I want to compare it against a few of my competitors and see what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong, right? And it comes up with a plan to achieve this task for me. So first, it's going to go ahead and read our basically Facebook campaign CSV. And I will show you how to accomplish this in 1 second. Cool. Right. I have to be, it's going to auto open to Slack. Let's see. This video should help. Like, it's just a guide on how to pull this data from your Facebook campaign. So 1 second. Just gonna Okay. Well, you know what? We're gonna skip this part. It's not syncing up quite right, but yeah, it's pretty easy. You just go to your like Facebook campaign dashboard, and every page that has like a table view, it has a CSV export option. So you just export that CSV. And Sprites is actually working on pulling this data automatically, so you don't even have to bring this export with you. But yeah, it just looks like all the data in a typical like ad set, campaign, whatever view you're looking at, it should pull all that data. Then we're gonna go ahead and like search our competitors, analyze the performance of our ads, and then check out basically everything against like our best known kind of like benchmarks from our competitors if that's public. Otherwise, it's just going to analyze our ads and give us some actionables. So we run the workflow and it gives us basically a quick summary. As you can see, this is my data. So I run a campaign for basically gathering leads for webinars. So kind of like a meta moment for very much this stream. It looks like I can get a quick like cost per lead range. I can get my CTR. I can see the regions I'm doing better at. The AI founder shares secrets, angles, works best, etc. And lead magnet is losing money, so I should just get leads. And I can ask for the report to be put in a kind of like nice PDF that I can share with my team or maybe my client if I'm a freelancer or an agency. It's one thing is for me, but once I gather the kind of like what the actionables are, I'm like, hey, put it in a PDF. And Sprites can go ahead and like produce documents and PDFs and simple graphics for you, including this basically executive summary. So instead of me needing to go into my dashboard and look at everything and pull all this data, especially it's useful for showing someone else on your team for just quick context, right? If you're the one running the ads and you want someone else to look at it, this is a great quick way to just produce a summary and get some insights, right? And then if you are an entrepreneur or a marketer that's kind of like considering using meta ads as a channel, basically the effect of this is it's almost like you have a marketing agency at your disposal, because if you don't have the expertise to basically run ads or how to drive insights from the Facebook campaign data, we're going to do that work for you. We're going to make it easy for you. We'll highlight what's working and what's not working in a very digestible format. So we're going to pull your top performing ads, look at the spread of like CPC costs you have, and on their performance, like it is awful. This is a big multiple of the best performance. So it should like kill all these ads instantly. It finds the trends. So we should probably double down on the Western Europe market because it's doing well for us. US, Canada, more expensive CPL, so probably pretty competitive. And competitor benchmarking, we pull, it looks like at least a few are running Facebook ads, and we get to kind of like see where we stand. Mostly, we don't get the details of their, of course, like campaign KPIs unless they're public. Like maybe the research agent, maybe there's a blog post out there about any of this, but I doubt it. This is data that companies keep privately. So all it can do is like maybe compare your markets and the content of the ads to your competitors and kind of like suggest some actionables. So here we go. We got some recommendations to act on, and great. So that is an example. So it's telling us to double down on webinars in Western Europe, and the unit economics gotta meet benchmarks. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to double down on webinars in Western Europe. That checks out. Thank you, Sprites. Thank you for achieving something that would have taken me hours of messing around with my data in Excel and G Sheet, and to even know what to look for, right? Cool. So, optimizing our campaigns. All I did was I looked at everyone else, what they're doing. I did my best shot at my campaign, knowing what I know about my audience, my product, and learning just like detailed tips and tricks, like what's the CTA, what's the hook from competitors. But of course, I'm doing it in my flavor, but like the exact copy of the button, etc. These things matter. So for those things, I of course don't need to adapt them to my business. So I just use them like whatever is the industry standard, and Sprites helped me identify that. Once I run my campaigns, if I'm running it for other people, I can use Sprites to quickly communicate what's working, what's not working, what we need to do to the rest of the team using Sprites, or save hours on just time consuming number crunching and manipulation. Like I have like 200 maybe different ads running. Find me the bottom performers, crunch the numbers across different KPIs, like compare them. Maybe they're doing really bad on basically CPC, but it's a valuable market, so Sprites will understand that intricacy. It's not like a flat comparison. Like that's really hard to do in Excel. Of course, you can sort on CPC, but it's gonna not have that kind of intricacy that you can go back and forth with the AI to get to real answers. So you can analyze your data and get to actual actionable insights, what's working, what's not working. Whether you want to show this to the rest of the team, or it's for you, or you're an entrepreneur, freelancer, or business owner, and you want to get into ads, enough to like kind of start a campaign, but maybe you kind of feel like you need a marketing manager or a marketing agency on your side to navigate it. Well, guess what? Now AI can do all of that for you. So that's the optimizing campaigns workflow. And again, this workflow is available on Sprites out of the box. You sign up for a free account, you go to your dashboard, click on Facebook Ads Campaign Analyzer, and just pull your data, put it in, and now you can talk to it, create your executive summary, so on and so on. All right, let's do a quick time check. We're almost out of time. So for hook and creative ideation, so now that I have a blueprint for how to run my ads, and I know I need to double down in Western Europe on webinar campaigns, I need hooks and creative ideation and to constantly crank out ads. This takes a long time. And trust me, you don't want to be doing this just coming up with your own ideas, or just be asking like something like ChatGPT, because it's not grounded, right? Like I'm sure everyone's realized by now, like for things like finding like concrete facts, if you just ask an answer box like ChatGPT, which is like a general purpose model trained on all of the internet, what you're going to get is just some random stuff. Basically, it could be right, it could be wrong. Who knows how it's arriving at this? It's fully offline. Just a bunch of data was fed into this like giant sausage factory meat processor, and you're just getting some words on a screen. Is it true? Is it not? Who knows? Try asking it about like historical facts or things like that, and you'll see how often it is just absolutely wrong. So people using like ChatGPT instead of classic search engines for just like fact finding, there's like, oh, this is awesome, and then you get your first like wrong answer, and then you learn to not use it for that use case. So you could just brainstorm with ChatGPT, or you could find what's working from top basically UGC media in your space and just like repurpose their hooks, right? Why not go and watch 200 YouTube videos, 20, 30 minutes each, and take notes on the hooks in those videos and apply it to your campaigns? Well, because it's going to take hours or days to do this. But I got some good news for you. It's a perfect task for AI. We're going to unleash Sprites to go and basically figure out how to even find the videos in our space for us, then search YouTube to find all those videos, then fetch all the information on those videos, transcribe those videos for us, analyze those transcriptions, and give us a proposal for a 1-sentence hook for each video, then analyze all the hooks and give an executive summary of the best hooks in the space. So how beautiful is that? In our space, which is like, marketing automation or marketing AI, we overlap with a bunch of products, like not necessarily directly, but it's kind of like I can just clone these one shot, right? So I run the search on, I know a bunch of people are marketing like N8N for specifically marketing automations. So I'm going to use hooks from those videos for my future webinars. So I run this workflow. It pulls a bunch of stuff for me. How to build a $10,000 vibe marketing workflow with AI plus N8N. It's a high performing video. So I might just steal these verbatim. So you might see N8N versus Make. Never pay again for N8N workflows. You might see some webinars with similar titles and meta campaigns for those webinars coming soon. The last one I wanted to cover very quickly, since we're almost out of time, is another way to find hooks is go and do audience research, like figure out what your niche wants to see, what they're struggling with other products in this space, and then cater campaigns or content specifically for those pain points. That's a winning formula, right? It just takes a long time to go and look at these platforms like Instagram, Reddit, Twitter, or X, and see what are people saying, what do they mean, and it's really easy to get lost in like anecdotal data. So bulk like sentiment analysis of anecdotal data to actually find insights and patterns is a perfect task for AI to create hooks for our marketing campaigns. So we go ahead and do that. So we built a little workflow to go ahead and, find subreddits for a given topic, search all the subreddits, like fetch every single post and comment on under a post in that subreddit, and then analyze the pain points. And yeah, you're going to unleash it. Something like this, it's probably going to take maybe even up to a couple hours to execute, depending on how big your niche is. So if you're like in marketing automation or like language learning apps, that's a lot of content out there to analyze, but you will get like concrete answers on what you're looking for. And yeah, you can then inform this insight right back into your basically like ads automations, or in a more holistic view, you can use the same hooks to basically create your content marketing approach or your even influencer plan, right? And it's just very useful insights to have. Like, what are your audience, what are your niche kind of like struggling with or interested in to hear about in your space? We'll cover some of these in future sessions in more depth, and how to do the research, then pull it into a marketing workflow for content generation, or even spin up ad creatives immediately based on those hooks, right? So, come to some future sessions or stay tuned for future videos and we'll cover those things. All right. This was awesome. I hope you got some useful information out of this to either get going or dabble or optimize your meta ads. So whether it is find out what your competitors are doing, analyze how your own campaigns are going, find some easy wins, find the next immediate actionable insights, or you're in that cadence of like, okay, I just need to shove more and more creatives and A/B test different hooks and creatives in a working formula. I just need a lot of ideas. And instead of coming up with them out of thin air, I need something grounded that has proved to work with my audience. Well, guess what? You have those research workflows to pull from. Sprites is available for anyone to get started. Get the AI agents I showed you and some free AI credits to get going. Go to Sprites.ai and get started. You can reach out to me on Twitter at siamakfr or email me siamak@spritesai.com, and I'll be at your service and happy to help you onboard and get going. You can also book one-on-one onboarding sessions with the founding team on the homepage as well. And we'll show you kind of like the ropes, but it's really easy. You just talk to the AI and it kind of does stuff for you. Yeah. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out this session, and we hope to see you at a future session. Okay. Take care.